Ranking my top 10 NBA players of each position, it's based on how they play right now, not for their entire career, and it assumes every player's healthy. Today we're starting with the centers. 10, DeAndre Ayton, one of the best young bigs in the league. 9, Steven Adams, great rebounder and a great screen setter. 8, LaMarcus Aldridge, one of the best post scorers in the league. 7, Clint Capella, great rebounder, great shot blocker. And 6, Rudy Gobert, another great shot blocker and great rebounder, one of the best defensive bigs in the league. 5, I got Andre Drummond. I think he's the best rebounder in the NBA, averaged over 15 a game each of the last 3 years. 4, Nikola Vucevic. I personally think he's one of the most underrated players in the NBA. If you don't know a lot about him, you need to go watch him play because he's super talented. 3rd place, Karl Anthony Towns, incredibly skilled, and he's really young, so he's going to keep getting better. 2nd, Joel Embiid, another big man that's just super versatile, really skilled, one of the best young players in the NBA. And the best center is Nikola Jokic. He can do everything. He can score, pass. He's a rare triple-double threat for a big man. Here's the power forwards. 10th place, Montrezl Harrell, really coming into his own this year with the Clippers. 9th place, Kevin Love, had a fantastic career, just not the same player he used to be. 8th place, Julius Randle, having a great season this year with the Knicks in a new expanded role. 7th place, Kristaps Porzingis, battled some injuries throughout his career, but he's super talented. And 6th place, John Collins. I think he's one of the best young bigs in the league, and he's going to be special. 5th place, Domantas Sabonis, just made his first All-Star team, and this dude can play. He can score, pass, rebound. He's a nice player. 4th place, Bam Adebayo, very similar to Sabonis. Could have flipped either one of them, but I went with Bam just because I think he's got major upside. 3rd place, Pascal Siakam, stepped into a huge role with the Raptors this year, and he's becoming one of the better players in the NBA. 2nd place, AD, been great since he got into the league, can get it done offensively and defensively, one of the best players in the NBA. Number 1's got to be Giannis. We all know what he can do, and he's arguably the best player in the league. Here's the small forwards. Honorable mentions, Gordon Hayward, Tobias Harris, TJ Warren, and Andrew Wiggins. 10th, DeMar DeRozan, been a great player throughout his career. 9th, Chris Middleton. The All-Star is a huge reason why the Bucks are championship contenders. 8th, I went with Zion. We all know what this dude can do, and I think if he avoids injury, he'll be one of the best players in NBA history. 7th, Brandon Ingram, having a career year with the Pelicans, got big-time potential. And 6th, Jimmy Butler. We all know Jimmy Buckets is one of the best wings in the league. 5th, I went with PG, an MVP candidate last year and one of the best players in the NBA. 4th, Jason Tatum. He's having a big-time year this season, and I personally think at some point he's going to win some MVPs and maybe even be the best player in the league. 3rd, this is where it got really tough, but I went with Kawhi. We all know what he can do from what he did in the playoffs last year. He's a phenomenal player. 2nd is KD, assuming he comes back from his injury, the same player. He's one of the best scorers in NBA history, so he's got to be here. And the best small forward's got to be LeBron. He's probably the best player in the league right now. Today it's the shooting guards. Honorable mention, Victor Oladipo, and that one was so tough. 10th place, Zach LaVine. Went with him over Vic just because he's been on an absolute tear this season. 9th place, Jaylen Brown, another guy that's been on a tear, having a career year. 8th place, CJ McCollum, one of the best shooters in the league. 7th place, Drew Holiday, a guy I think is the most underrated player in the league. And 6th place, Devin Booker, one of the best young players and scorers in the NBA. 5th place, Bradley Beal, one of the best scorers in the league, and this dude needs to be rescued from Washington. 4th place, Donovan Mitchell, had him over Beal just because his team's been a little bit better, but he's going to be really special. 3rd place, Klay Thompson, one of the best shooters in NBA history, and hopefully he comes back strong from his injury. 2nd place is Luka, averaging almost a triple-double and an MVP candidate this early in his career. This dude's going to be something special. And the best shooting guard's got to be James Harden, probably the best scorer in the league, and recently he's shown himself to be a good rebounder and passer as well. He's one of the best players in the NBA. Here's the point guards. This one was so tough, and I already know it's going to be super controversial, but here we go. Honorable mentions were De'Aaron Fox, D'Angelo Russell, and Kyle Lowry. 10th place, Ben Simmons. Good player, but if you can't make a shot besides a layup, you don't deserve to be any higher. 9th place, Ja Morant. Super exciting young player with a bright future. 8th place, John Wall. Hopefully he comes back from his injury and gets back to all-star form. 7th place, Trae Young. Phenomenal shooter who's going to be a star. And 6th place, Chris Paul. Great leader. Got the Thunder headed in the right direction. 5th place is Kemba. People slept on him his entire career because he played for Charlotte, but they're finally being able to see how special he is. Here's the controversy. I got Dame at 4. He's a phenomenal player, no doubt, but I think people hype him up to be a better player than he actually is just because he's hit so many big shots, but he's still one of the best point guards in the league for sure. 3rd place is Kyrie. He would have a chance at first if he weren't such a cancer in the locker room, but he is an incredible player. 2nd is Russ. The former MVP plays harder than anyone else in the NBA, and he's a triple-double machine. I'm out of time. Number 1's obvious.